My people, my people. Welcome back. Yes, sir. Well, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we know, yes, we know what time it is, okay? My morale just dipped. I don't know what happened. It was at an 80 last time I checked. Now it's at a 70. D-Watt is on the IR. It's all messed up. Weatherspoon went up a little bit. I see you, Weatherspoon. Big Spoon. You balling a little bit. He ain't taking a look at this dude, because this is our QB, man. This is our guy. I told you, D-Watt is on the IR, man. He's out for the rest of the season. He will not be playing and seeing no action in the Super Bowl. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. This is our guy. Now, we have won 2 playoff games with him. Can we win the Super Bowl with him? I don't know, man. You know, I'm hoping we don't get upset. You know, defense has been fairly simple, if you may. I'm hoping we don't get the upset. Big Bailey, Big Cooper, checking their stats for the season so far, ladies and gentlemen. The rookies here, yeah, didn't really get a lot of playing time. Didn't really see the field, but he's clearly a future starter. They also got day 1 starter player tag on him. So I mean, he ain't starting, so I don't know where they got that from. You know, Bailey, the more undersized. Not undersized, but he's smaller. The other guy was like 6'3", 228, 230. He got more catches, more yards. Because they tell you this, you know, all of that being 6'3", 220, that's great. Don't get me wrong, for a receiver, that's great. But it's basically best for when you're like a deep threat. I know you think, well, he's big. He should be able to come across the middle and sustain some big hits from linebackers that are maybe like 10 or 20 pounds bigger than him. But most of the linebackers might be like 250, 260 in the NFL. The point I'm making is this. He's a bigger target. So believe it or not, when you take up so much space as a receiver, it's real easy in a zone defense to close up or minimize the gap or the hole that you may have inside of that zone. Whereas a smaller guy, okay, he could just get that small little crease in that hole or in that zone. And the tightest of passes or in the tightest of windows, guys like him, it's tougher to cover a lot of ground. Like, you got to have very tight windows in order for him to be closed up. You don't have to have such a tight window when he's this tall. You see what I'm saying? Seriously, when he's such a bigger receiver and he's like taking up a lot of space, we could drop 8 in coverage and it might be hard for him to find seams. This is why Calvin Johnson, even though he was a big guy, was mostly a deep threat, because he's tall and he's fast. So you'd rather just get vertical with him, and you know, with all that height and speed, he'll most likely catch up to any ball thrown. Whereas smaller guys like him on those like posts and those slants where it's a zone and they trying to, again, cover up all of the field and they blanket the whole field, those small creases that do open up, it's hard to cover you know, that ground when you literally, like, he could just fit through the tightest of windows, much like how passes can, where it's like he takes up so much space that it's to the point to where maybe he's best being used as a deep threat. And you don't really want to send receivers over the middle, which is why the tight end has become such an essential part of the game, because you do want big body, drag route. And I mean, people have been doing that on Madden since way before the NFL started doing it. It's no secret that the tight end was always the wild card in any offense, okay, as we move to that position. It's no secret that the tight ends were always like some of the biggest pieces of any team, okay? It's actually the skill position. You gotta know how to block and catch. Seriously, you gotta block like a lineman and catch like a wideout. They just gotta catch. You know, linemen, they just gotta block. I guess fullbacks gotta catch like wideouts or run like running backs and block like linemen, but in most cases, it's not really part of the fullback's repertoire, unless, of course, you're talking down at the goal line or you want to get an inch, big body on the field. You'll typically get those inches that 1 or 2 yards for you on third or fourth and short. We're tougher than you is what that means. You know, Or at least that's what that tells teams. This is theoretical, ladies and gentlemen. My weak side protector is out. Okay. Chuma, I'm thinking we might have to get him on the field if we can, because you know the depth chart is funky. Okay, it's funky, and I'm gonna have to look at my O-line. We're gonna have to make some assessments and some Deion Sanders, Kyler Murray style business decisions here. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you right now, man, when D-Watt comes in as an 87 overall and we get him to a 90 just off morale and momentum alone, and he gets injured, and we win 2 playoff games with this guy, oh man, you know, it's scary right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's scary. It's scary because we don't know if he's gonna handle business. He's got a good receiving core, deep, 3 receivers really good. If he's, you know, just like this guy has to play. It looks like there's just nothing I can do. Can't put the right tackle over there. Like, I don't get it. The right tackle, man, or Buford. Any one of these backups that we have, it seems, would be better. But we gotta rock with Kai. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Cordell, he balling. I ain't gonna tell me not balling. He balling. He's balling. And Big Dion, the rookie from TMU. Hargrave, beasting, you know, Haskell, you know, beasting. Here, we're gonna move Garrett and put Roberts there. Now we're gonna have like at least a 70 all across the board on our 52 5 down lineman, 2 linebacker defense. I like Luvu. I like him. But 52, we want Collins and we want Holcomb out there at all times, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we don't really want to do nothing with no one else. Lane, I see you. Bradbury the 4th, right? Whoa, look at Bradbury. Morale 99. Pick on him and he got confidence. That boy has confidence right now. Free safety is close to a 80, which in my opinion suffices. I don't need him to be a 90. Because he's usually back there playing pass coverage, the last man back, helping the corner on the weak side. The strong safety is the main dude. And man, bro, talk about this guy. I mean, exactly what we want. Scheme fit to perfection. Him and me. I can blitz. And he typically is just going to knock the ball out of whoever's hand is trying to catch it, or even better, pick it off. We are like a classic cornerback safety, strong side cornerback, strong side safety, 1-2 punch combo, baby. Especially when my side of the field is the short side. So typically quarterbacks, they see that, they get, you know, excited, and they start licking their chops because they think, okay, he's wide open. I got to toss it quick. Yeah, you better toss it quick. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you don't get it out of there quick, or you do what every offensive quarterback wants, what every offensive-minded player would do, gamer, quarterback, regardless. You wait until he gets just about past that first down marker. That's just enough time for Buda Baker to set up, get in the spot, and lower the boomstick the moment that you make contact with the football. And it could boil the team's blood. It could. This is our competition, ladies and gentlemen. We know all too well how good this guy is. They got him, franchise QB, 28 years of age. Patrick, not Pat, not Ike. Okay, Patrick. Second-year man, or going in his second season. Tevin Stinson from New Mexico State, representing those Aggies. Okay. Yeah. This game, man. Cam Akers at running back from Free Shoes U. Hodges, generic player from Iowa, Big Ten represented. Khalil Herbert, good third string back, man. Virginia Tech, Vatech, those Hokies Florida State, Virginia Tech, ACC represented. CJ Ham, they got a fullback. I mean, just to have a fullback at all in this day and age in this game is something. I skip right to tight ends. Albert Okwebun, man, somebody correct me. Okwebunam from Mizzou. Okay, look at the speed on him, and the size, and the hands, and the deep and the medium routes are but he's clearly a check down man. Love that rack. I like to call it yak. They changed it to rack. I thought rack was run after catch, and that's just the number of times he runs after catch. Yak, yards after catch, meaning you catch it for 5 yards, but then you ran for the first down, so that's 5 yards after catch, thus yak. Whereas 5 runs after catch means that you ran the ball 5 times after the catch, but I don't know what I'm talking about, do I? Tavon Washington from Liberty. Greg Dulcich, right? From UCLA, UCLA, I'm sorry. Pasadena Playhouse, okay? Line, Garrett Bowles, Patrick McCarry, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm McCarry, I'm sorry. Bars, no, you're not doing that. Terrence Steele, Jack Driscoll, okay? Texas Tech. You go to school with Pat? Did you go to school with Pat? You probably did. Probably. It's not a guarantee. Probably. Good chance. Okay? Man, I see 280s on this O-line. Okay, I see 380s on this O-line. I see a center that's not that good, but whatever. And the right tackle where Patrick Mahomes is basically looking at. This O-line here. Rookie Jamie Barker, Ole Miss, SEC represented. Dalton Reisner, K-State. You know what I'm saying? K-State, Snyder Country. You know. Yeah, man. This O-line here, pretty good indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Morale is high. Come on, how could it not be? You're in the Super Bowl. All right, Chris Rivers, 305, don't let it fool you. If he's a scheme fit and so is he, I'm guessing that this man is more of a pass rusher. But then again, let's face it, he got the size and the strength. From Wake Forest, rookie, Puna Ford, the scheme fit, rookie from LSU. Morale is down. Ford, So you got an edge rusher at an 80. Roderick Pippen. Not Peppers, Pippen. Oliver, most likely a no. Yeah, this is definitely a 3-4D. Definitely a D4D. Ioma Uwazuriki from Iowa State, Big 12 represented. This is definitely a 3-4D. And you got two 80s, on this 3-4D. One is a high 80, mid to high 80. Nick Bonito Sione Taki. Hey, that's how it's spelled. That's how I'm gonna say it. Randy Gregory, Baron Browning, Matthew Birch, second-year man from the Nittany Lions, those Penn State Nittany Lions, Big Ten, well represented. Flanagan, Matt Flanagan, SEC, 82 overall, rookie superstar. Yeah, just a superstar already. This defense is a problem, straight up. Okay, Jonas Griffith, Indiana State alum, representing those Sycamores where Larry Bird went. You didn't think I knew that, did you? I knew that as I sip my coffee and eat my foreign snacks. Patrick Surtain the second. We all know about his dad, but look at your boy. His dad was like 5'11", 6 feet. This man is the prototypical tall, big corner, went to Bama, already a beast. I mean, see, if he's 3 years in, that means what? That this was the first year of this game was his second year, right? Check the statistics, baby. Check the statistics, baby. Okay? Loading data. My goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. Look at this. Look at this. How long do I have